everybody, it's me, Jonathan. I hope you guys are all doing really well today. You might hear my cats in the background crying outside the door. I don't necessarily really want them in the room right now just because it is a little bit of a mess and I don't want them to make more of a mess right now. So sorry if you hear them crying in the background. They are a little needy right now, so my apologies for that. Anyways, I hope you guys are all doing great. I'm doing alright. I just feel like life is just going by so fast and everything. So I haven't really... I haven't done really anything too crazy or exciting. I've done just a couple little trips here and there as far as just like going on a walk somewhere, that kind of thing, just like around Seattle and whatnot. So as far as that goes, I haven't been really taking very many, like having like, you know, my bags aren't as exciting that I'm going out with. I did take out my Beaumont this last weekend or so, which I do have a video on that you can check out, but absolutely love that bag. It's very, very pretty. I love the suede on it. The interior with that leather is just absolutely phenomenal. I don't think I have really anything quite like that. It just feels super just luxurious, soft, buttery, all that kind of stuff. So I definitely recommend checking out that video. But yeah, anyways, I will be going over a bag I've had for about a year and a half now. It's kind of like the year and a half review, so to speak. I thought that would be kind of fun because I don't think I've ever shown this one, like actually shown you guys it before. You might have seen it like in the background somewhere or wherever at some point, but I thought it would be fun to kind of just show you guys it. And the one I will be talking about today, this is the Coach Jelly Tabby. I did get this one when it just came out. This was for my birthday, a little birthday gift to myself. I saw this one on like the runway show and it just gave me all the early 2000s kind of nostalgia, and it was one that I really wanted, and since I was an insider at the time, I did get this one a little bit early because I thought it might sell out, and it did. So I just kind of want to go over just my thoughts and everything on it, and just, you know, go over. I know it's been like shown like a million times by now, and this isn't really anything new or really exciting, but it's just one I have, and I thought might as well show you guys and just give my thoughts and opinions on it a year and a half later. So I do have some stuff in it right now, just like the dust bag and, you know, whatnot. So I did get the green one because you guys know I do love green a lot. It is my favorite color, so I saw this and I was like, I'd absolutely love it. So for this one, I'll just do a close up right there. This is made in Italy. I do really like this bag. I'm not gonna say that I don't. I do, you see, they kind of like the little stitching in it. I think it's really cute. I really love this kind of like the jelly C. I love like the little jelly tag. I think it is just very cute, and it is pretty well made. I will say I haven't had the problem with mine, probably because I haven't worn it as much as some people have, but I heard from one of the sales associates that these actually will like break and stuff, and that's a really common problem with these jelly bags. So if you don't have one, you're thinking about getting one, or even if you do have one, it's something to keep in mind that I guess these do crack and break pretty. It's like a known problem, you could say, so definitely just keep an eye out for that. I did have a sales associate tell me about that much later after I got the bag, because they knew I had this one, and they just were like, oh hey, how's that looking, by the way? We've had some problems with it. So just something to keep in mind. For the closure lock right here, it is like a button you press and then you pull up like that. This is really, really hard to open when it's not really stuffed or has a lot of stuff in it, because it is like a jelly bag that's like pushes in. So it's really hard to actually unlock the bag. So just, again, something to keep in mind. A lot of times you have to have it kind of somewhat stuffed, or else you're going to be kind of fidgeting and struggling a little bit with that. So I just have the dust bag in here. And then this does come with like a little wristlet kind of situation right here. Again, it has like the same stitching, which is really fun. Just very well made, very cute. I can't say I've ever used the wristlet right here, just because of its size. I mean, this is like it's a pretty big tabby, as you can see my head or my hands next to it. So there's that, and then they have the crossbody strap right here. It's all the same material. It's like the very nice metal, and then it's the jelly plastic, basically. It's a pretty good thick strap. It's very comfortable and easy to wear, even with it being like this plastic material. I find it still very comfortable to wear, and I haven't had any problems with it whatsoever. It does really have that plastic's nostalgic smell to it. So as far as that go, overall, I can't say that I really wear mine all the time. I definitely should wear a little bit more. Probably will wear it hopefully this weekend maybe, or just more out and about than I have lately. So as far as the wear and tear goes, because it has been a year and a half later, I have noticed definitely some scuff marks on the jelly. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, it's really hard to show you on camera, but this is definitely something that does, it does have, it holds up pretty well for what the material is, but just keep in mind that it will scuff. And you can, it is noticeable. It's not something that you're gonna like see from a mile away, but if you look up close and next to it, you can definitely see like, oh, yeah, that's a scuff mark. But for the most part, it holds up pretty well. What I recommend to really help with that problem is just making sure that everything is in a pouch, like a softer leather pouch. Then you don't really have to worry about you really scuffing it as much, especially your keys. That's going to be your biggest offender. So just make sure that you either have like a key case, or you just have a pouch and you just stick your keys in a pouch or something like that. Another one is your nails. Just be careful with your nails that you're not going to scrape and scuff it like that. Those are going to be your biggest kind of things as far as like really damaging it. As far as the C goes, this has held up pretty well, a lot better than what your leather ones are going to be as far as wear and tear goes on it. I think this is really fun. They have like, it's really hard to see, but they have like the little story patch. You might see it better on this side, which I think is really cute. And then it does say made in Italy, right up here, which is fun because it is made in Italy. It does get a little kind of gross on the bottom, just because I feel like the material, so it looks kind of, you know, for granted, I haven't really cleaned this one out very much, so I just feel like it gets a lot of like little dust and debris at the bottom, and it's a lot more kind of like noticeable than on like a leather or a fabric, just because like it is a see-through or clear-ish kind of situation going on. This one, you can see like fingerprints and stuff in the right lighting. I think with the color for this one, it's not as noticeable or as big of a deal, but definitely if you have like, you know, I think they have like a black, or even I think they have a clear one now, which you might be able to see the fingerprints a little bit more on those ones. But for this green one, it's really not that bad, but definitely in the right lighting, if you shine it right, you can definitely see, like, I don't know, I don't think you're really going to be able to see on the camera, but you're definitely able to see it in person if, with the right lighting. Be like, oh, that has like a million different fingerprints on it. But overall, it's not too bad as far as that cleaning goes. It's definitely nowhere near like the Coach Shine collection with like, especially like the silver one or the black one where you can see everything on that. Definitely nowhere near as bad as that, but definitely just something to keep in mind that you are going to see some fingerprints on it. Another problem that people have had with these clips, I think just with the tabbies in general, is that they tend to actually, if you have them, I'm trying to think if I say this right, if you have it turned in, if you have it turned in, then sometimes it'll actually unclip itself, and then you'll like, your bag will fall basically. I think it's if you have it turned in. I can't remember. Somebody talked to me about that too. So just, you know, you might have to make sure that they're all turned out. That way it's not gonna accidentally hit it and then come undone. Because that's happened to me like a couple times before, and it's just something that's known. I think that's just with like mainly like their tabbies and bags just in general, just to make sure that, I believe, to turn them out. But it is just one open compartment, and yeah, overall, see, as you can see, it's really hard to even just close it. That's another thing, is because it doesn't really have any stuff, so it is a little bit harder to, you really have to kind of push it in to close and open it really. So, you know, just something to keep in mind. It's not like the end of the world, but also at the same time, it can be a little annoying and frustrating with that. I can't really say I've taken it out too much in the heat as well, so I don't know. It might get a little bit more sticky, so to speak. It's kind of like, you know, that material goes. I can't really say I've taken it out in like extreme heat temperatures, so I haven't really had any problems with like 70s. No problems there. But as far as the price point goes, I'm not sure if they have dropped the price at all since it has came out, but I do think it is very expensive for what it is. It's not a leather bag, it's not even a canvas bag, so I feel like if you really love the tabby and you love the early 2000s jelly nostalgia, yes, absolutely, I think you're gonna love it. It's definitely one of those bags that if you're on the fence with it, I would say it's probably not worth it for you. If you are wanting kind of like this aesthetic, I recommend checking out the Furla, I think it's like Recandy bags or something like that. If you're still wanting a more higher end bag, so to speak, but have it still be like this jelly, definitely check out Furla, the Recandy ones. I think those are a lot more reasonably priced, and I feel like those ones, I think those are still made in Italy, don't quote me on that, but I think those are a little bit more higher quality as well, so definitely check those out. I think Marc Jacobs might have some jelly ones out. Again, don't quote me on that, but I feel like kind of during this time everybody was like coming out with a jelly bag just because it seemed to be a big hit. So yeah, definitely, if you are on the fence or you don't necessarily love the tabby, I definitely don't think that you are gonna love this bag, or I think you're gonna be wasting your money, so to speak. And I would suggest checking out some other bags, and I know you can find some on Amazon too if you're just wanting a cheap jelly kind of bag, but if you're wanting a brand name, so to speak, there are other brands that have them. But if you do love the tabby and you love the jelly bag, then I definitely do recommend getting it. It's held up well for me for the last year and a half. Again, I haven't heavily used it, but so far I'm, you know, happy with how it's held up and everything. There are just a little kind of nuances with it that, you know, you just have to, you know, take into account, so to speak. Like, you know, just the making sure it's somewhat full for easier access in and out, that kind of thing. And yeah, this is the Coach Jelly Tabby and my 1.5-year review of it. It's definitely, I feel like one of those more statement pieces that it's kind of fun to have sitting on your shelf just because it looks so funny and whatnot. And this one reminds me of my birthday. But yeah, I think it's really fun. Add to my tabby collection, if you will. I do love the tabbies. Is this something that I would buy again? Probably not. Not that I don't love this bag or that it doesn't hold a special place in my heart. I just feel like I would get it on sale. I'll just put it like that. If I knew now what I know, you know, if I know now what I back then, I probably would be a little bit more hesitant on it, just because I know other bags that Coach is going to release and that kind of stuff. So I might be a little bit more on the fence about it. I'm not necessarily regretting the purchase. I'm not like, I need to sell this thing, I need to whatever by any means whatsoever. But I think I would definitely maybe pause for a second about this one, and maybe if it went on sale for, like, you know, not that their Black Friday sale was any good, let's be honest about that one, but if they had like another, you know, kind of sale and this was on the chopping block for that, then yeah, absolutely, I think it would be a lot more worth it than the price right now. But if you're okay with spending the premium on it because you love the tabby and you love, you know, the nostalgia of it, then yes, absolutely go for it. It's not gonna crumble in your hands by any means whatsoever. So, blah, I feel like that was a lot, but I hope you guys are doing really well, and I will see all y'all in the next one, hopefully with like more of a what I've been wearing kind of situation. But really, it's really just been my work bag, which is not as exciting. So anyways, again, hope you guys are all doing well, and I'll see all y'all in the next one. Ciao.